This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
See, I've been talking to some of your teammates, and I want you to put a little meat on your bones, so I just want to make sure that you're eating right. Welcome to the NBA. This is my version.
Nah, I'm not shacking nothing like that, man. I can't be eating all this, man.
Kevin Garnett, all 19 years, 7 months of him, is going to get his first NBA start tonight.
You may have had that dream, and it was almost like you woke up and you were there. What's that been like?
This is too weird, and some nights, that's what keeps me up some nights. I'm like, gosh, I can't believe I'm in the league, you know?
He may be a teenager, but that was a man-sized move, Bob.
I think you should always go out there with a fun-loving attitude and say that, hey, I'm going to have fun while I'm out here working hard. Right now, the way I'm feeling, I just want to play forever, man. You know, this game is the best thing that ever happened to me. So I'm just going to let it all hang out.
Let me top this off a little bit. This is what you need.
Sir.
Let me get, can we get a box here for this food?
Eating like this, I'll be $350 before you know it.
Rob Dillingham shining in the first game at the Pavilion here this afternoon.
Yeah, Dillingham really getting it going. In this second half, he has really picked up his scoring. You see the nice pass right there, but this is what makes him special, the ability to get his shot off and make big shots.
Summer League standing, so at stake for the Timberwolves, a chance to go 4-0 and have a point differential that would get them in the top 4 and a chance of playing in the semifinals in Vegas.
And well, like I said, all these games count. All these guys want to have a chance to hoist that trophy. I know it's just a Summer League trophy, but it's a trophy nonetheless.
I'm going to say, no matter what, you get a chance to celebrate with teammates. That's something to play for. Dillingham step back shorts, but the Wolves get the rebound and a chance to reset.
I thought Bailey should have shot that one. Thought about it on the catch. Should have just caught it in the corner and let it fly.
So that call would be a jump ball.
I guess they couldn't tell it went off of.
They didn't get a clean look, so it is a jump ball upcoming. Timberwolves here in this fourth quarter, carried by Dillingham, who's had the team's last 5 field goals in this fourth quarter.
That's what he is. He's that instant offense type guy. He's that scorer. He's that bucket getter. There's nothing for him to string together 3 to 4 buckets in a row.
Dunn extended the ball, and that drew the contact. Well done on the dribble drive from the second-year player out of Virginia. Right there, that ball.
Yeah, I like that little crossover to the Euro.
He was clearly in pain in that third quarter. Like that foot, and he was able to stretch it out and get back in it in the fourth. Summer League action continues tonight on NBA TV, ESPN, and the ESPN app. Magic Nets 7:30 Eastern here on NBA TV. Mavericks Sixers 8 Eastern on ESPN. Wizards Jazz follows 10 Eastern on ESPN. A big collision on a rebound and off of another missed free throw for the Suns.
If the Suns don't win this game, they're going to look right to the free throw line as one of the biggest reasons. So Minnesota's down 5 right now, but what's 12 for 27 from the free throw line? That is not going to cut it.
44%. Oof. Bailey follows his own.
Great finish.
Landed on his hip, shakes it off as he jogs back on defense. 3-point game. Now Malawach on the perimeter. He's double teamed, swarmed, and a turnover. Dillingham ahead. It's a 1-point contest.
Coming down the stretch, let's see who's going to execute the most. It should be advantage Timberwolves with a player like Dillingham being the type of electric scorer he is and confident player he is. In this environment, you would think he would have an advantage coming down the stretch.
Collins, playmaker. Dunn hunts a 3, puts it down. Back to a 2-possession lead for Phoenix. Shot 31% from 3 a season ago. Decent volume. Dillingham muscles inside, tries to shake off a couple of reaching arms. Fouled on the way to the basket.
Dillingham was a little frustrated right there. Thought Collins got him out there on the perimeter with a little bit of a hand check. I tend to agree. Thought Collins got a little handsy. Probably should have been called for a foul on the perimeter.
Said it's Boogie Ellis who's called for his third. Just see it at the turn of the fourth quarter, how Dillingham turned up the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he talked about saying, hey, listen, took some time trying to figure out what they were doing and understood what was going on, and now he looks really, really confident in that scenario. We see him get fouled from 3.
He gets to watch one of the best closers in the NBA, Anthony Edwards, on a game-in, game-out basis. Has a chance on this stage to be the closeout player here. And his foot was on the line on that attempt.
Nice little jab step, sends Dunn into the screen, and Dunn ends up fouling on the recovery right there. But it was that play was all set up by the quick jab. Like I said, Dillingham has all that. He understands all the nuances to scoring, the quick jabs, the crossovers, the head fakes, the hezos, double crosses, anything you want from an offensive skill point as far as ball handling and being crafty. He has all of that in his bag.
And he's showcasing all of it in the fourth. 11 of his 21 have come in the first 5 and change of the fourth quarter.
I like to see it.
Collins draws the switch.
Iguodala's inside with Dillingham. You got to get it to him.
Malawach, count it.
Listen, I like it. I like it. We've been talking all game about how good Malawach, how good of a three-point shooter Malawach is, but he just simply wasn't allowed to do what it do.
Second made 3 in 4 attempts, and he comes up high there to knock it away from Dillingham.
Look, no hesitation. Collins sees him. Malawach understands there's 2 inside with Iguodala. No hesitation, and the stroke looks good. I mean, the form looks really good.
Playing for South Sudan in the exhibition that they played the United States. He had a corner 3 as he came in off the bench. He didn't play many minutes of that game, but that's when you knew as a youngster playing against some of the best in the world that he has some talents.
I remember watching that game. There's a moment in that game where he caught it on Joel Embiid and real nice jab step to a jumper, and I was like, hold on, who's that kid? Then they told me he was going to Duke, and I was dejected. Like, that guy's going to Duke next year. I'm like, for real?
That was an Embiid-like move to Joel Embiid.
But the rich get richer, man.
And then Malawach helped anchor that Duke defense all the way to the Final Four. Now trying to carve out a role in year 1 with the Suns.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Kasper Sekochanis. Today we hang out in the Industry Pizza.
Is this your first time in New York?
Yeah, second. Yeah, I've been one game we played here, but for one day in winter. It was so cold, now it's so hot.
That's the New York way. You're already eating like a New Yorker. New York way? Yeah. You fold it like that, so you're already eating like a New Yorker.
Oh, I didn't know that's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's like, I expected something like this, and it's pretty good, to be honest. It's the beginning of something new, you know, the beginning of my dream to continue reaching my goals. So it will be cool, but, you know, I have to start working from day 1. So.
What's all this?
I'm 717th in line for free NBA tickets. I need to make sure that they see me in the crowd. But first, I need to finish my posters.
You know you can do all that without doing all this.
All this?
Look, with the NBA app, you can fan hard on your faves, test your fandom, and with NBA ID, get a shot at free tickets. All for free.
Does this mean there's more time for my bucket sport?
Timberwolves challenge on an out-of-bounds play that was clearly off of Minnesota. But
after review, the call stands is out of bounds on the Timberwolves. Suns will be awarded the ball on the baseline.
Kevin Hansen was hoping to get the proximate foul. As we'll take a look at the play right by the baseline, but the refs say they'll keep the call as is.
Yeah, I didn't really see a foul right there. I thought that was a little bit of a waste of a challenge, but hey, it is what it is.
It's clearly off of Bailey. Five-point game, 3:35 left. Suns Wolves, game 1 at the Pavilion. Malawatch gets rid of it. Done. He knew it was off as soon as it left his hands. Berger fights for the rebound. It's off his hands. Just 4.4 on the shot clock. You don't get much time practicing when you do work on these baseline out of bounds plays and just try to set it up for Dunn. Not much design to that one.
Yeah, like they just realized they could throw it up right there and try to sneak a layup in, but Dunn couldn't catch it and corral it. Now let's keep an eye on this matchup. Dunn versus Dillingham.
11 fourth quarter points for Dillingham. Was it the 8th pick in the draft last year?
Good pass.
He set it up. Dillingham again. Miller finishes with the contact.
And we know Dunn's a great defender, but Dillingham went right by him with ease, and that's what allowed him to find Miller on that baseline for the and one. Look right here. Oof. No wasted motion, just a quick swipe through, goes right by Dunn. That creates the problem. Malawatch has to step up. Miller's on the backside, and one, going to the free throw line, trying to pay it off.
Just how valuable are these reps right here for Dillingham, trying to play in crunch time here against an elite NBA defender and Dunn. Scoring, making plays.
These are big time minutes for Dillingham. Like I said, there's minutes to be had behind Mike Conley Jr. Next year for Minnesota. You have to prove to the coaching staff that when they give you those minutes, you know what to do with them, and making plays like that down the stretch in a game like this can help give them that confidence.
For the lead. That one's off to the right. Malawatch tips. Up high, Ellis hit hard. Foul on the Timberwolves. Dillingham called at a 3 that would have given Minnesota the lead with under 3 left.
Somebody's got sets a technical foul. I think it was Bailey.
And Bailey did get the technical foul all over it.
Down 2 points, 2:45. You can't get a technical foul this time in the ball game. Every point counts.
Maury Bailey talked about Jalen Clark quite a bit. Bailey was a teammate of Clark at UCLA. You got a technical foul late in a game like that, you head to the bench.
Definitely. That's where you. That's what. Hey, listen. If you're not a star player, and you get a technical foul in a one-possession ball game with under 3 on the clock, the bench is definitely where you'll be headed. Only certain guys can get away with that, and Bailey is not right now learning. He is not one of those guys. You are not that guy.
3-point Phoenix lead. Shot clock at 5. Corner Ellis. Great rebound by Newton to hold off the defender. Approaching the 2-minute-to-go mark. Dillingham has space against Malawatch. The dynamic Dillingham.
And Dillingham had a little something to say to Malawatch.
A wingspan, about 9'6", couldn't alter that. Malawatch, no. More of a standing reach. Clark for 3. Dunn grabs the rebound. Phoenix holding by 1, 1:45.
You need a quality possession. Collins is going to slow it down, see if he can get something good. Probably looking for some type of ISO action right now with Dunn against Dillingham. Dillingham giving up a lot of size over there.
Collins. Dunn flies for the second chance, and now the Wolves have numbers. A chance to go in front. Clark fouled. 2 free throws that could give the Timberwolves the lead.
And what's happening right here, Phoenix is trying to keep this ball on the sideline. Dillingham reads that, gets to the middle anyway, and then with the high scoop over Malawacz and lets him know something. I think he said, "You're too small." I promise you, I think that's what he said. The irony.
Yes. Dillingham 6'2", Malawacz 7'1". Clark ties it at 81.
But Dillingham is being so crafty in his understanding of how to play offense is what really made that play. You can see Phoenix saying ice, ice, blue. They wanted to send that. When you hear ice or blue, that just means you want to send that screen to the baseline. Dillingham read that, made sure he didn't get it, made sure he got over the top. As you see the non-boxing on the free throw, Dillingham got over the top in the middle of that defense and created an absolute problem.
Leonard Miller muscles it up and in. Minnesota by 2. Collins turns the corner, gets it to the backboard.
Big time drive right there by Collins.
Fun finish. Coming up here at Summer League. Dillingham has been the go-to guy in the 4th. Draws the switch.
Got Malawacz on him. You got to give him the ball. Clear it out. Clear it out. Nope.
And come with the double with Collins. Clark receives. Dishes corner. Newton. Got it! Timberwolves lead by 3, 48 seconds.
Malawacz got matched up on Dillingham. They didn't want big fella on the island. They trapped it, and they end up giving up the corner 3.
Ellis looking for the answer. He's locked up by Newton.
Don't have to take a 3. Just need to get a shot. 10 seconds on the clock.
Dunn against Miller to the baseline. Iguodaro's cut off. Launches a pass. Ellis to tie it. Off to the left. Malawacz and Berger wrestle for the rebound. It'll stay here.
Berger's going to get called for the foul.
23.6.
Right here, Clark's going to make a great pass. Ends up paying off the triple in the corner for Newton. But it all started with Dillingham getting doubled. Now they're going to sub Dillingham out. Want to get a little bit better defensive player in there for this high-end possession.
And I like the offense-defense substitutions. Jamal Cain coming in for Minnesota. Timberwolves looking to stay unbeaten in Summer League. Been down most of the way here. Dunn with his team down 3. A healthy 3. Was that tipped?
Wow.
No.
Didn't need it. I understand you want to get that shot right there, but you can still drive that ball to the rim and play the free throw game down the stretch. Didn't need a wild and contested 3-pointer.
Newton. There he is, fouled by Ellis. And team in the bonus, so we'll head to the free throw line. Then one would make it a 2-possession game. And how about Minnesota? Down most of the way, trailed by as many as 16 points. 4th quarter takeover by Dillingham, 13. Here in this 4th frame, 23 on the afternoon.
And I tell you what, Dillingham just flipped that switch in the beginning of this 4th quarter, and that has meant the world for this Minnesota ball club.
And a champion at the free throw line, and Newton, Final Four most outstanding player in 2024 with UConn. And Dillingham exits again. There's a lot to smile about on his side. On a stellar performance. Largest lead for Minnesota. 16.2 left. Collins ahead for Iguodaro. Gets the stuff with 12 seconds. And there's the foul, and we'll walk the floor. Jalen Clark, 78% free throw shooter a season ago.
Even though you have a lead, that was a little bit too easy of a bucket right there. There's no need for you to let Iguodaro get behind you.
And one of these makes it a 2-possession game. Difference in this game has been the free throw line. There's the first one that goes out.
We talked about it. We said the Phoenix Suns don't win this game, they're going to look directly at the free throw line for the reason why they were not successful. 13 of 28, 46% from the stripe. Oof. Left a lot of money out there.
And his contract converted in the middle of last season, hits the free throw to make it a 2-possession game. Ellis, standout first half for the Suns, just 3 seconds left. That one up, won't fall, and the Wolves complete the comeback and remain unbeaten, 4-0. Dillingham in crunch time, excellence. 89-85, the final. No Terrence Shannon Jr. for Minnesota, but they had Dillingham, and that proved to be enough.
No Terrence Shannon, they didn't need him. Dillingham in the fourth quarter turned into an absolute superhero and brought it home for the Timberwolves.
Fun to see a takeover on the top 10 pick from a season ago. So now the standings. Minnesota 4-0, but that point differential drops by only winning this game by 4. So we'll see how that affects them and if that'll be enough for them to make the semis of Vegas. Dillingham was the standout in the fourth quarter, and he's with Autumn.
Hey, Rob. You know what it is. Rob, you ended with 23 points, 13 in the fourth quarter. What channeled that takeover?
I don't know. God, for real, because I had 2 points at first. I was thinking in my head, damn, how we going to win? So really just wanted to stick it out and win the game, trusting my teammates, seeing them hit big shots, play, get stops. So it was like, I got to do something. So.
Well, you told me, I just want to win and we just want to win. How do you personally impact winning?
Really just any way I can, playing up the court 94 feet, getting us into plays, knocking down the open shots I can, getting our teammates in a position where they like to score the ball. Just the little things for sure.
What do you personally want out of this summer league coming into year 2? This franchise has been stressing that they want you to run the show.
All right. Really just doing everything the coaches want me to do and like figuring out how I can help the main team and doing the little things to help the main team, because it's not all about scoring, it's not all about winning, it's all about just making the right plays and making my teammates better. So whatever I can do to make them better, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Big time win to stay undefeated. Thanks, Rob.
For sure, thank you.
23-7 for Dillingham here in Las Vegas. Brendan, it's been fun with you here in Vegas. Safe travels away.
Always a good time with you, Chris. Always a good time.
89-85 final, Minnesota wins. Stay tuned here, NBA TV. We have another game coming up around 7:30 Eastern. 89-85, the final here. Magic Nets coming up.
Welcome to the NBA 2K26 Summer League. Another beautiful day here in Las Vegas. Orlando and Brooklyn, two teams that are looking for their first victory here in Las Vegas as fans file into the pavilion to watch this matchup of two Eastern Conference teams. And we come inside the pavilion. Hello again, everybody. I'm Pete Pranik alongside the Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas. Lauren Jabara will join us in a moment. Isaiah, you were known as a fierce competitor. You never want to go 0 in anything.
You never want to lose, especially when you're starting off in the NBA and in your rookie season and you're trying to make a good impression. So you do want to get one win under your belt.
For this Brooklyn Nets team, setting a record with 5 first-round picks, 4 of them have seen the floor here in Vegas.
Yeah, and I'm really interested in seeing Wolf. I mean, I like the way that, he played in college. And he's an interesting guy because he's a 6'11 point guard. And as a 6'11 point guard, I'm curious to see how he's going to play in the NBA and how his game is going to translate, because he was very effective in college. I think he can be very effective in the NBA, and it's going to be interesting to see how Brooklyn uses him.
A guy who has really elevated his stock here in Las Vegas, Drew Timme, second leading scorer here in Las Vegas.
I'm not surprised by Timme. He's an inside post player. He can handle himself around the basket. And in the NBA right now, and particularly in the Summer League, you don't have very good post defenders. So his game and his skill set every year continues to grow. And I'm really happy for him because he's really showing what he can do out on the floor.
Averaging 25 a game here in Las Vegas. He will not play this afternoon. He is inactive, but as I said, he has really elevated his stock. For the Orlando Magic, their prize rookie, Jace Richardson out of Michigan State.
I mean, he can really shoot the basketball, and not only can he shoot the basketball, but he's got a little pizzazz with him also. So he's Showtime must-see TV when you watch him play, and love the way he's shooting the basketball. And right now, he's 50% from the three-point line, and he is exactly what Orlando needs in terms of space in the floor right now.
And a guy who's trying to find his way into the NBA on a more permanent basis would be Wendell Moore Jr., coming out of Duke, originally drafted by Dallas. Double-double yesterday.
I thought he played well yesterday with the time and the minutes that he had. He found good scoring opportunities around the basket, and we know when he gets an open shot, he can knock down a 3.
He can indeed. Double-double yesterday in a loss to Oklahoma City. And with that, let's welcome in the third member of our broadcast crew, Lauren Jabara.
What is up, you guys? So happy to be here with you. And Zeke said it. You want to play basketball to be able to win the game. Both of these teams are 0-3, which means one of them is going to be able to win coming out of today. I talked to Nets Summer League coach Steve Hetzel, and he said, look, we just want to play a complete 40-minute game. It's been a lot of self-inflicted wounds that have really hurt us, but we want to win. And especially, I want these guys to see some success for all the work that they've been putting in so far. On the other side, Amir Her told me that every game is an opportunity, and that's been his message to these guys. Every game is a chance to help propel them towards the next step in their careers, guys. So that's what they're focusing on today on both sides, trying to get their first win of Summer League.
And the tip goes to the Orlando Magic, dressed in blue, and the Nets are in white. Magic losing yesterday to Oklahoma City, 92-75. Crutcher, a 3. Honeycombing in and out. And the rebound to Grant Nelson. Nets losing to the Knicks yesterday, 97-93. Shot just 5 of 25 from beyond the arc. Daniels on the feed. Wolf one-on-one with Skal Labissiere. Flashing into the lane and finishing is Tosan Awoma.
And that's where Wolf can be really effective at using his size and he has great passing ability and great instincts around the basket, finding the open man.
Labissiere, he's been in the NBA on and off, most prominently with the Sacramento Kings, and he fills it up in the lane to tie the game at 2. Good run out and a finish. Grant Nelson, an undrafted rookie out of Alabama, where he averaged 11.5 points a year ago. Labissiere will tee up a 3, front running, and the rebound corralled by Caleb Daniels. Awoma. Now Wolf backing down, trying to carve out some space against Labissiere, and Aaron the whistle and a foul on Skal Labissiere.
And this is where Wolf, his 6'11 frame, He can play inside. He's got good post-up moves. He's patient around the basket. He's got good guard skills. And consequently, he can figure out ways to get his shot off. And if not, he can put you in a position where you have to foul him, and he gets to the foul line.
Goes to the free throw line. Did not play in the loss to New York yesterday. 27th pick overall last year with Michigan, averaging a little more than 13 points per game. He has struggled with the shot here in Vegas, just 2 of 10 from the floor coming into today's game. Converts the second free throw. And a 5-2 Brooklyn lead. Brooklyn this summer averaging just 90 points, shooting just 42%. Shooting was a major issue as Noah Penda drives and draws a foul. Foul is on Caleb Daniels of the Nets. As you look at Noah Penda, did not play yesterday against the Thunder, but averaging 8.5 points per game. Had a big game against Toronto earlier here in Vegas. Penda crossing over against Nelson. He hangs, dishes inside. It ricochets back to him. And Noah Penda, the 32nd overall pick, with the finish. We get our first look at Yegor Gioman, the 8th overall pick, and he draws a foul. Meanwhile, take a look at Penda coming out of a French pro league, working the offensive glass on the other end.
And he's good around the basket. Not only is he good around the basket, but he has a big body type where he can put that big body on